Slim, isn't this the wrong intro again?
Yeah. Can I stop it?
I don't know, bro.
You know,
You
rocking with the
want
real rap podcast. Yeah, yeah. It's coming on. Yeah, this the official song. Game of Thrones. Play this through your speakers. Everybody gotta hear it. Slim Roots stepped up. Can't forget to mention lyric.
Wait, can
Yeah.
I? There we go.
Yeah,
Turn
that's
that shit off.
crazy, bro.
Shout out
Ain't no
AI
F
White
Dub on
Controller,
it.
man.
Ain't no F Dub on this fucking podcast.
Yeah, F-Dub was supposed to be here, man. He's not.
Real
That's
Rap
what it is.
Coalition podcast, man. We're back in the building. We ran a crash course. This is where we were leading to. Now you see me, now you don't. Who we got in the building?
Showtime Slim, man, not F-Dub.
It's art, man. Shout out F Dub, man.
And I am the patriarch of this here podcast. So good shit as far as that goes. So in our goal to truly, or our quest to truly understand magic, we have now watched 3 of these movies. Brief synopsis of this shit. There is a new set of magicians who are currently supposedly working with Daniel Atlas and the Horsemen, and they are, providing underground magic shows where people, come and gather and whatnot, but the cops don't know about it and they be running folks off. Well, afterwards, it turns out that they are not actually working with them in the slightest, and it's all an illusion. Yet J. Daniel Atlas finds the location of them and decides that he needs their help for an even bigger mission than he was given from the Eye, because the previous horsemen have all fell apart. So he goes on his mission to steal a priceless diamond from
The Heart Diamond.
a corporation, an evil woman, and a bunch of bullshit ensues because no plot is ever exactly what it seems on the surface. So with that
Yeah,
being
pretty
said,
much.
how did is were there any commendable performances in this movie that y'all wanted to talk about?
Well, just speaking of the new group of people, I think they really, did their job really good. I think they definitely put a breath of fresh air into this series. So I like them a
I
lot.
think they gave June the least character progression to have through here.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
We'll talk about what's his name,
well,
Charles, or what's his name,
Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah, I think. Well, we talk about the twist in the
Yeah.
internet, but I think he was probably the most had the most to do out of all those 3.
Yes, but I think that was only really apparent at the end. I felt like Bosco was the focal point for a long period of time in this movie.
Yeah,
Bosco was like
Um,
the Daniel Atlas of their team, pretty
yeah,
much.
he was cold. Like
he
like, even in that first sequence, he was kind of his role was fire.
he was just like an arrogant dickhead, bro. Like he was damn near
Yeah, that's Daniel
fucking up from
Atlas.
the start because he couldn't get his ego out the way and work with Daniel Atlas. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, they definitely like damn near
But
like
Daniel Ellis
mirror
also he
images
seemed
of each
kind of
other.
like Daniel Ellis, he kind of seemed like he was kind of, I don't want to say threatened, but kind of like intimidated by the newer people.
I
I
think it
don't
Like
was
think
just like
so.
arrogance. It was like he looked down on them like they could not, lace his boots proverbially. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And I think
yeah,
that
because
that's a
he's like
problem.
every time he introducing somebody, he like pretty much like they ain't really shit, but he's just a small time. Like he was just saying slick shit about him.
Well, that's because he was like he could see through their jokes, and he was like,
He
"Oh,
also was
oh yeah,
telling the
y'all
truth.
just tried to get lit off the back of our shit." You know what I'm
He
saying?
said he
And
was
like that,
insecure.
he definitely was. But yeah, I think that everybody played their role in the newer cast. I think that they presented interesting characters and some character progression. Cool
Let me ask
talent that
y'all a
wasn't
question about.
necessarily seen.
Let me ask y'all a question about like let's say the first part of the movie. So it
Uh,
opens up with, like you said, appears to be the Horsemen, back again, reunited. And they're doing this magic trick. They call this guy up on the stage, and they're like, we finna they essentially like kind of phase into him, pause,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
and then they're like, okay, we're gonna do our magic tricks through him type shit, and so
right.
and like the whole like reveal of that is that okay, it wasn't actually them, like you said, KTL.
Yeah,
It
because
was
like,
like
my bad. Yeah.
That shit was clean, honestly.
Yeah, I
Like
was about
that
to say
whole shit was
before it was revealed that it wasn't them. I was about to be mad. I'm like, this are they about to do some Harry Potter shit now? Because
yeah,
like
I
the
was thinking that
people,
too.
I'm like, oh, I didn't like that. I I seen it in the trailer. I'm like, oh, they about to do some Harry Potter shit. Like, but
So
no,
if
I
you
just
recall
figured
too,
I figured it was gonna be like some like wild misdirection type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely didn't expect it to be like an actual, like fake performance, I guess, for lack of a better term.
yeah, and it's pretty much like the trick. They mentioned later Daniel when he was kind of making fun of it, like he talked about the Pepper's ghost trick from back in the day, and that was the thing that we talked about with the illusionist when he was doing that shit with those bringing back the dead people or whatever. It was
Mm-hmm.
essentially the same type of trick, but obviously like they had projectors here and they used like some other shit for that. But yeah, I
Yeah, and
thought it
then
was
they
clean,
like,
like you
yeah,
said.
like that shit was, it was kind of almost felt like a callback also to whenever they took all the money from Michael Caine character in the first one and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, how
saying?
they
Like they was
yeah,
making
redistributed the
all
the,
money.
Buddy money and they was like giving it out and shit. I think that shit
Hmm.
was pretty clean, honestly. And Buddy was
Especially
pissed.
KTL because
Mm-hmm.
it comes full circle when they say like we were inspired by you niggas. Like niggas said the first time like I seen y'all was trying to make the world a better place type. So now they essentially like you saying doing the same thing that these people were doing in the first movie, the
The
second
dude
movie.
who like they scammed and shit, like he's, somewhat of like a famous comedic presence and shit. He be having a podcast with that other Asian comedian dude, and like I be seeing they shit online a lot, you know what I'm saying? So like he's somewhat of a lit person. Salute to him.
His name was Brett in the movie. I don't know
Hmm.
his real name.
And I've seen him in like a couple things. I think I saw him in it whatever that shit was with John Cena. I can't remember. Ricky Stenicki. I think that shit. Like I seen
Zac
a clip
Efron.
of like. I think so. But
Hey,
yeah,
he
that
said it was all
redheaded dude
right.
was in
Settle
there.
down now. Think he's saying y'all hyping that
Oh,
opening scene, man.
oh, okay. Anyway, yeah. So this shit, like I say, so they move from there. You know what I'm saying? To like the big plan. They got a heist for this diamond and shit, and I think that's where shit starts to increase in complexity and like get more clean, you know what I'm saying? But like also you have Veronica is getting phone calls from somebody with like distorted African accent and shit, saying that like they got blackmail on her and shit, and she got to bring the diamond or wherever or she finna get exposed. So that's a running plot line throughout this shit. But also, one thing I want to talk about, it was kind of wild. That bitch was finna like, was acting like she was finna murder that dude by having him swallow a diamond and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a fucking idiot. Why would you
Should have cut
put
his
that?
fucking throat.
Why would
Hey,
you put that
he
bitch
said
in your
African.
mouth, bro?
he, he he questioning the African of the voice he was talking about KTL.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
No.
lights out. Don't he ain't heard no African accents, I guess. But you know what I'm saying?
He
Yeah,
also didn't see this movie probably. But the dude name, the one you was talking about, Brett, his name Andrew Santino.
yeah.
So shout out buddy for the cameo.
Bro said Africans are
oh,
people
Sean
from
know Anthony
Africa.
Santino.
Yeah, that was the dude that got his money stole at the beginning and everything.
Okay, he had a podcast.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
be with
remember that.
what's his name, the Asian dude.
Yeah, I think I watched a couple of them.
Yeah. So, but yeah, yeah. So I think that was kind of crazy. She was finna have that motherfucker swallow a diamond and kill herself. What a unique way to
I don't think she was
fucking
really gonna do it though.
threat. Probably
She
not, but
was,
like
you know,
using it as a threat. That's something I've never seen before. You feel me?
yeah, she was flexing her power. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do this shit to you, nigga. Like stop fucking trying to go against what I'm saying right now.
That
Shut
shit
the
really
fuck up.
crazy, bro. That bitch was just too power hungry. Like that motherfuckers was out there making good points. and that bitch was like, "Nah, we be making more money. This bullshit." Like, damn. But
Bobby Lee, that's the
yeah.
nigga.
So then, like, mm-hmm. Yeah, so they
Okay.
do like all this shit, leading up to that shit. They end up finding out who the fucking photographer is finna be, and they swap the signs on him and shit. They give him the wrong time. They have Bosco dress up as dude, you know what I'm saying? And they doing like all this shit, trying to do some sleight of hand to like get their hands on the diamond and shit. And it looked like that shit don't work because like that other dude, like he was not letting fucking June or nobody get near that bitch while she was holding that diamond, bro. Like he
Yeah,
wasn't going
I
for that
you talk
shit.
about security guard.
Uh-huh.
I
That
like
dude
the
got on my nerves throughout this movie, bro. Like, why are you like, come on, bro, you doing too much.
he not doing too much though. He's a security guard for
That shit.
the Heart
But I'm
Diamond.
saying,
Like,
Slim, like he's very like in certain scenarios, he's very like clearly incompetent. But in other scenarios, like he just like really a try hard and shit. Like,
how was he
come on, bro,
incompetent?
you a
Uh,
fucking gumshoe, bro. Like,
How was he
cause he,
incompetent?
cause he let them steal the diamond and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't going for that, KTL.
How, bro?
I don't think it's a security team in the world that would have stopped them.
Mm, I mean, maybe if it was ran by the folks from Now You See Me Too, you know what I'm saying? If it had Merritt Brother on it, it might have been
They
able
beat
to.
them already. They beat them
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, but Merritt Brother probably would have, like, Chase would have got on their ass.
That
But
nigga
I'm just
lost.
saying, like, Buddy was out here, like, clearly like a gumshoe detective, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
I think he was just the muscle. That's all he was.
Like, yeah, I guess so. But I thought that shit was clean how they did that shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like he did,
Yeah.
like Atlas was saying like the little magic words and it opened up. That bitch grabbed the diamond and that bitch bust into a million pieces in her hands and shit.
I
And he was holding that motherfucker.
I liked the traits and the skill set that they gave each of these new characters as well. Like
I feel
it
like
kind
it's
of
unique. It's not like
and
retreading the old ground of the other people, low key.
it wasn't
Like
forced either.
Like June does some of the shit that like Jack does, but I feel like her focus is more on actual like pickpocketing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
But she
Bosco,
also
we
had
ain't.
like her, what
She
do
can
you
do like
call it? Not
parkour and shit.
yeah, like
I'm
Jack
about to
don't
say she's pretty much
necessarily
fucking.
do.
It's damn near Catwoman, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Uh huh.
Jack is good with that some of that shit, but he not a nigga climbing all on top of shit and doing flips and like he don't do all that.
Bosco got all these fucking like master of disguise and impressions and shit, and I don't think that's
Hmm.
something we seen from nobody. You know what I'm saying? As far as in that regard, so I think that was
nigga
clean
from
as
the
That's
fuck.
prestige.
why I think it fits because like you said, like we had six technically. We had
Hmm.
six magicians previously in the other two movies. And so these three new ones, like you said, they don't have the same skills as any of the like they have unique skills from any of the other characters that we've seen already. So it kind of
Charlie
fits
was
in.
just like a master tactician and shit, which normally was like left to you see that shit off screen, like they have a
Yeah.
plan or
The
whatever,
computer
but it's
nigga,
not like
right?
them putting it together. It's not Daniel or fucking what's his name, Mark Ruffalo. It's not him. Like it's them like making a plan off camera. Here you actually get to see the process of Buddy putting together a plan and whatever the fuck else. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that that's pretty clean. But yeah, so they go through and do the whole scene at the fucking gala or whatever you want to call it, the banquet and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else starts showing up. Now Jack's back, and then there's Merritt and there's Henley and everybody's back. You know what I'm saying? And they have like their big reuniting moment when they on that boat, and they talking about like how fucked up that shit is, to where what's his name? Mark Ruffalo character? Dylan,
Fuck
where Dylan
yeah,
is in
yeah.
fucking he's in
Russia.
some Russian
Some
prison
Russian
and
prison.
shit because they fucked up. And I do
That's the
think that
reason they broke up.
I think that's a good way to I don't know if there was a reason, Slim. I don't know if you looked up the trivia and shit. If there was a reason why Mark Ruffalo wasn't really in this motherfucker like that. You
Well,
know,
what year was it? Oh, I'm dumb as hell. This year.
what?
You said what?
I think he
I
just
should ask
asked
what year
what
was
year
the
this
movie.
shit came out.
I'm dumb as fuck. Man, that was
You
a
good,
Black
bro?
Rouge. That was a
Crazy.
Black Rouge moment, bro. My bad.
That's wild, bro.
Shout out Black Rouge.
Motherfucker just watched the movie like a week and a half ago.
Because
And
I mean,
when
I
did it
watched
come out?
I watched all these shits at home. So,
I hear you, bro.
Yeah,
But
KT. I don't know if there was a reason for his absence. It wasn't really.
but
hey
I do
man,
think that that's a
Avengers
good like
probably getting shot. Bro.
explanation of why they would not be together, because that
It's good
definitely
writing
makes
for
sense.
sure.
Like the
I'm about to say
ego,
it.
and like the carelessness. Like they all this clean ass shit they did the last two movies. They probably did do some shit where they felt like
First
they could
movie.
never get caught. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I'm
well,
about to
they also explained that they was like they got sloppy, they got cocky, and so they
Hmm.
kind of wasn't as sharp as they was before.
And then you
Go ahead.
get to see like the life like for magicians and shit after, like some shit like this. Like if you're not, like regular magicians, like a million of them exist in this world and they do that shit, bro. Like Jack is working on a fucking cruise ship doing magic. That's what they do. Merritt is somewhere like in South
Nigga,
America or
drunk, ain't
wherever.
he?
Yeah, like he's just like a wild drunk doing some shit like that.
Henley is
Henley
a
just went
family
back to
woman.
being mom, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like she just had kids and was a mom and shit.
What the fuck was Daniel doing?
I mean, just being obsessive, bro. He was just an obsessive piece of shit. He was like, all right, I'm still gonna be connected with the eye and shit, you
He
know?
said he ain't talked to them niggas in a long time. Though they ain't been talking to bro.
I don't know, bro. Like I don't feel like he could ever get that shit up. But
Well,
yeah, that shit, like so they have that whole joint where
what about
everything
that? The
lines up.
second heist.
Explain.
The what like you said with the diamond and everything. Like
Yeah.
how did y'all feel about that? And how did y'all feel about what you mentioned with the escape when everybody started pulling up?
I
I
think
thought
that
it
it
was a
was a
cool
very
way.
well done
All right, fix
scene.
your
I
mic,
think
man. What you
I
got
think
going
it's
on?
the first
What's wrong?
time that like we've ever really gotten to see the whole team have hands before. You know what I'm saying? Like Jack
Yeah,
scrapped it out with Dylan at one time, but we don't really see them scrap it out often. You feel me?
Nah, yeah, they don't
yeah. I
fight.
mean, like, that's the part I kind of was like kind of unbelievable. Like, where did these niggas find the time to have martial? Like, I didn't
Well,
expect
but
these niggas to
and
be
then
martial
it's what
artists.
I'm talking about too, Slim.
To
Like
be
these niggas
fair,
top trained fucking
Merritt
security and shit,
Merritt is
and they
not.
getting their ass whooped by fucking you know
Hey, all
They
magicians.
right.
Like
magicians, bro. Like,
If you see it, like when Merritt was punching niggas, like he wasn't trained. Like he punch a nigga and then his hand hurt.
I don't know. That was a pretty immaculate like fact. Like for some musicians, like it was
Yeah,
kind
but
of
it was orchestrated that way. I feel
yeah.
like
It
all
was
these
kind of
niggas got they instructions and they showed up right on time when they was supposed to, and they was just the only
man.
one. Look, because I was
hey, that
watching
shit
it.
funny, bro. Like they was saying bullshit, and one of them wasn't falling for it. It was like run up bullshit. Like he was trying to distract buddy, and he was like, "You try putting people in hypnosis in like Hungarian, like, Yugoslavian." Well, that explains it.
Is
Like
that
them hoes
KTL
out
fucking
there
up?
trying
Or
to
is it me?
hypnotize people in the
Yeah,
wrong
let's time
language,
fuck it up. I
bro.
always want to.
Hey KTL, what you got going on?
I'm
You
just
saying too
cooling, bro.
much.
What's
I
good with you?
don't
You
understand what
saying
lights
too
out
much.
correlation with magic and fighting is, but
He say if I can learn magic, I'm sure I can learn how to fight. I think he's saying learning how to fight is easier than learning magic.
Maybe,
bro,
but
I
I ain't
done seen
never
a few
seen no
magicians in my day,
magicians
and
with hands, bro.
I never seen a magician. I don't think I can like whoop his ass.
Have y'all how many magicians do y'all know?
I mean,
Shit,
I see.
enough to
Bro,
know.
go to downtown Baltimore. There's gonna be a magician somewhere at the harbor. Like,
And you
Yeah,
think you
it's
can whoop every
I
one of them?
know
yeah, they all look like Jesse Eisenberg. Yes.
I
All
know
right.
enough
One of them niggas gonna
magicians
beat
to be able
your
to
ass.
make that statement. I know that much.
Okay.
But yeah, so they go through and do that shit, and they end up having to take a trip to France and shit. And at that point, I'm gonna be honest, like I'm gonna say it right now, within the shit in this house, this is the cleanest scene to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like the shit that took place in here was the coldest shit I seen in the whole movie. Well, damn like it's got one piece of competition. But like there was so much cool shit I felt like they did with this set piece. I don't know how y'all felt about it.
First thing they did was bring back. Hold on, this nigga said, "I got the illusionist knocking art clean out."
I'll beat the shit out of Ed Norton, bro.
I don't think you'll beat the shit out of Ed Norton.
Whoop his ass, bro.
I actually don't think that. KTL, who you got, Art or Ed Norton in a fair fade?
Say it again, bro.
Why you asking that?
I say in a fair fade because you said what you said. In a fair fade, who
But
you
it's
got,
KTL.
Art or Ed Norton? KTL.
I mean, Art gonna get the hell beat out of him, but that doesn't mean that I think that Ed Norton is a cold combatant. Let me say that.
I'll whoop Ed Norton ass and then whoop KTL ass right after, man.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You ain't gonna make it past Ed. Stay where you at, bro. Like,
You
Beat
ain't
the
gonna
you
dog
make
worrying
it
shit.
to
about fights
KTL.
you worrying about fights you ain't even gonna show up to, brother. Like you don't even. I don't argue
I'll
hypotheticals,
beat
man.
both of y'all white
I,
asses, man.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like you will get knocked the fuck out by Big Ed in that movie, and he
Uh,
wasn't on shit.
And
Like
then knock the fuck out by KTL
no,
right
I'm not
after.
even. I'm just gonna feel bad for him. I'm not even gonna like.
I will,
I ain't gonna be on that with
I will
bro. I'm gonna
go
be
to
like.
wherever KTL at.
I'm gonna be
Fresh off
like,
of an Ed
damn,
Norton
bro.
fight.
Like you
Fresh off
got
of the fight.
knocked out. You got knocked
Out of
out
breath
by a
and
guy
everything.
who's
I
sad
think Art
over his
said
dead.
he going on a
Out,
world tour, nigga.
We,
He touring
I'm
around the
gonna
out of
keep
country,
it.
breath and
nigga.
everything.
Hey, Slim. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. I seen a battle rap guy do that this week, and it didn't work out for him. He ended up being like knocked out face down in the snow, bro. Like I'm not
That
doing
was
all
actually
that shit.
a cool fade right there though.
I
They
bet it
both strong
was.
hand. They
Yeah.
both
So
strong
like that, you couldn't do that shit, man. Stay in your lane.
hand, bro.
Nigga told you go
Anyway,
paint a picture, nigga.
somebody, hey Slim, somebody in the comments say they got Ed Norton by flying armbar. Like Buddy gonna jump off the cage
I'll
and hit Art with a
I'll
fucking judo
I'll
move.
beat I'll beat random user ass too.
Come on, bro. Now, oh, hey, y'all see, bro, this must have been a good movie. Art ain't never been this tough before,
This
bro.
nigga
Like,
Art gonna
no,
beat
no
he
fucking.
go Art whooping
He can
everybody
beat
ass in the
everybody
comments,
ass.
boy.
Slim careful, he gonna beat
Everybody
you up
ass in the
next.
comments, he
Like,
beating.
yeah,
Nah, bro.
he
Hey,
gonna say he can
lights out,
beat up
get
lights
out the
out
comment.
next. Yeah, yeah,
Get out the
lights out
comments,
gonna
lights out.
beat out him next.
Be safe, get out the comment. All
Nice.
right, man.
I
So let's
got
But
talk about
anyway,
yo.
he was finna say Slim. They brought Thaddeus Bradley and shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I was
saying?
gonna say they
Morgan
brought
Freeman back.
Thaddeus back, man.
Causing
He
some
opened
more.
up the door in the house and shit. Well, he didn't open up the door. They had that
But so I
lock.
don't. He didn't. Yeah, I'm about to say they had to do that shit themselves. He ain't open up that hoe.
Hey, old girl, kind of
All right, how you?
she got one up on Jack with that door shit, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Atlas was like, I'm gonna be honest. I think he loosened more. That shit was funny as fuck. Come on, Slim. We're being child, bro.
KTL, this nigga stole your joke. That's
Yeah, I
KTL
know,
joke
bro.
right now.
I'm
I
I'm a
recognize it.
that
patriarch,
nigga said
bro.
talking mess. I know
Art
how
on
be
a
is that.
rampage. I'm out of here.
That nigga said
Art
that
on a
nigga said
rampage.
talking
I'm out
mess.
of here.
So you basing it off his word choice that you would beat his ass.
Yeah, niggas substituted a curse word. Yeah, bitch.
Art don't believe
My
that.
bad,
Art
bro. I
believes that
ain't
if
gonna
you
I ain't gonna
can't
I
curse,
ain't that.
you
You ain't
can't
bitch, bro.
beat
I ain't
him
gonna
up.
disrespect. You're a supporter, bro. My bad.
Art say he can't get
I
beat
ain't
up
gonna
by people that don't curse. That's his issue. He's like, hey, if you want to beat me up, you better say the word fuck. Like,
I'm gonna beat you the frick up.
yeah, come on, bro. I'm man watching his language around me, bro.
I'm gonna kick your butt, man. But
That
anyway,
nigga doing
yeah. So like
BET
within
movie
this,
edits.
That nigga sound like a '90s bully, bro.
bro,
I'm gonna give you a
I was about to
pounding.
say, hey,
Pause.
Slim. I was about
Hey,
to say,
yo.
Slim. Pause. Fucking Harold used to say that shit on Hey Arnold. He said, "I'm gonna pound you." Like that boy
Oh,
Harold, man, one tooth hanging out his
stupid duty
face
head.
and
Yeah,
shit.
I got art now. I ain't gonna lie.
Now you got Art,
I low key got art.
but yeah. So within this, like this big French manor, there was all type of cold shit. You had the room that like you turn the painting and it turns the whole room and shit.
Oh, they
You had
found
the
out
other
her
room.
pops working with the Nazis or some shit, right?
That's a fact. You had like the fucking room that like part of it was big and part of it was little based off perspective and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like but like I think the cleanest scene to me of the whole movie is where they're sitting there, like Atlas challenges Bosco to, show what he can do. And so they all just taking turns doing clean ass music, magic tricks through that bitch. And
It
I think that
was.
shit
It's
was
just like some of
gold.
that shit also it got to the point where I was like towards the end, I'm like, bro, this is getting kind of ridiculous.
I just think
Like,
that was clean because like that's probably the type of shit that motherfuckers like that do in their spare time.
but that
Like
that
they just
shit
try to
that
one up each other
bro, that shit that happened with Henley when she
with
had
the
on an outfit.
dress.
Yeah.
That's fire. So then they did that in the Hunger Games.
No, they
I thought
didn't.
it was pretty
They
cool. It was a
did.
cool
That
visual.
bitch like
That
had
was
a whole
different.
new dress and it like
That's
burnt
not
off and
true.
shit.
That's not true. You made that up.
How? I
Because that
watched it happen. It
because
was on
that dress
chariots.
that's not true. That dress was designed for her to spin around
That
like
don't
that and it
matter. That's
turned
probably
into
how
some
this dress was designed too.
she
You
didn't
don't
have
know.
no dress on at first.
Come on, bro. She had like a pantsuit.
No, she just had some regular casual clothes on.
Come on, bro. I think
Walked
you
up a few steps,
misremembering right
walked through
now,
some
man.
paper, and had a white dress.
I think you're misremembering, brother.
Hell
Them
no,
bitches
I'm
was
not.
hopping in boxes and like popping up in different places and shit.
I mean,
You
I
know what I'm
can,
saying?
yeah, I can let that slide. I'm gonna say trap door or somewhere,
Come on,
but
bro.
that dress shit, like, come on,
But
and it was
anyway,
something else
all
too
that
that was kind of like that.
that shit was clean. That was the cleanest scene of the movie for me. And then, you know what I'm saying, the cops pull up or whatever, they were. I think they were cops. And so they just start getting their ass whooped once again by all these magicians and shit. Until finally they like make a mistake and shit and motherfuckers get caught up. And so Thaddeus disappears behind this fucking mirror after a cop tries to shoot him
Shot.
and shit. And they find him in the fucking tunnel bleeding to death and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So he gives the little bullshit inspirational speech that happens in a lot of movies and then just dies in that fucking tunnel. And what a way to go for such a powerful and important character. I'll say that.
Yeah, Merritt, Jack, and
Do
June, they
y'all
all
feel
got
like that was
captured
kind of
while that happened.
unnecessary?
You said
Yeah.
what?
Y'all kind of feel like that was unnecessary? Like they just needed a way to like add some gravitas to this, so they just killed Daddy Bradley off with some bullshit.
KTL, your mic sound trash. You sound like a robot.
All right, but that didn't answer my question at all, bro.
I ain't hear it, but it sounded like a robot. You might be
I'm
good
trying
now
to
though.
say, like, do you think that Thaddeus Bradley, like, they just need to add some gravitas to the situation, so they just killed him off with some bullshit?
I mean, maybe it was just his character's resolution. Like, there ain't really much more that
I just
they.
feel like that's kind of a bitch ass way for him to go out, bro. Like,
He got shot.
yeah, like getting shot. Like, oh, you think he got away, but he got shot by a bumbling police officer that
But
never
I
gives
think that's
nothing
the
else to say.
perfect kind of like, oh my god, like I think
Yeah,
it's
and
one of
that's what
them,
I'm
right?
saying. I think they did it for shock factor, but it seems like such a throwaway death because the character who like did this immense feat is never seen or mentioned again.
The problem, I think the problem, not necessarily problem, but the thing with that is so you could have done this movie without him. I think the fact that they included him to kind of like address certain things and to
They
the,
wanted
the
to
whole
resolve
situation
his
with the house.
character for sure.
Yeah, I think it definitely makes sense to where it's like, yeah, you can get rid of him. It's okay. Cause
I
like
just
how
felt
much
like
more
maybe they
Thaddeus
could
Bradley
have
do we
like
need?
I just feel like maybe they could have given that kill to like the big bad or like, at least like one of her people like attribute it to this villain that you're trying to build that I didn't feel like
Well,
really got off
they
the
kind
ground
of
like that.
tried to make that connection like um loosely like the man you killed is so he that's what they said to the
Yeah,
lady.
but that's ass, bro. Like,
But and also
I don't know.
KTL, you got
You
to look
can't
at the
like
reason they did it.
because
That
they ain't
he
do it
like you
on
said he
purpose, bro.
gave
That shit was an accident. Like
but like you
they was
said he gave the yo you there
yo,
you there.
Yo.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you said, KT, he when he got shot, he gave the motivational speech like Atlas, you gotta keep going, you gotta do this, you gotta finish. So they had to put that extra
It was a
motivation in
bit
there too.
cliche. I feel like it was just. I felt like it might have been a bit ham fisted. That's all I'll
Maybe,
say.
but
You
I
talking
mean,
about Thaddeus, right?
Yeah, him
Yeah.
dying like
I don't
that.
know. I actually thought it was gonna be some type of trick. just not trusting these magic niggas.
Yeah, you
But
just think everything is a trick with this
yeah,
type of movie, right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
thought it was gonna
Yeah.
be a trick. But they did that in the first movie, didn't it? With
Yeah, and
Costco.
there was a
with Jack.
possibility like
Yeah,
before I saw him in the tunnel, I thought that they might try to do that misdirection shit and like make you think that all this shit, and then at the end of the movie, like Merrick finds out that like nope, he's still alive or whatever. But no, when I
Hey, and
seen that shit, I
do you
was
see
like,
how
all
we're
right,
conditioned to think that way because of these movies? Because whenever that nigga Bosco was driving that race car, I'm thinking the same shit. I was like, bro, this is the same shit happened with Jack in the first movie. I'm thinking like this nigga might crash or some shit. But that came from me thinking about when Jack was in that high speed chase in the first movie. He said, bro, black
yeah,
people get killed by
yeah,
bumbling officers
no,
all the time. Well,
mm-hmm.
he fits the bill.
Thanks for making shit real serious around here. Fuck, we're trying to talk about
Replace
movies.
one character with
Fuck.
Sinbad. Replace one with Sinbad, KTL.
Thaddeus.
Uh, what's her name?
Why? Because
Veronica.
he black art?
Yes,
He just replaced a
Yeah, he
black
definitely
man with
just
another
picked the
black
one
man.
black character.
yes.
I'm gonna be
I
honest,
don't
bro. I'd have
like
been
Sinbad
pissed
as
seeing
Thaddeus.
Sinbad sit there talking about like, the greatest trick of magic of all
Yeah, I don't
time.
like
It's like,
Sinbad
get the
as
fuck, bro.
Thaddeus.
Like,
Yeah, nah.
I seen Sinbad trying to beat Arnold ass over a Turbo Man doll, bro. Like, I don't want to see this shit. Like, come on, man.
Sinbad. Uh, I don't think he would have been as good as Merritt, but he probably could have played like a Merritt type of role.
I was
Let him
thinking
be
actually that was
Dylan
my second
Rhodes,
choice.
Slim.
You
Let
said
him be
Sinbad
Dylan
is
Rhodes
Dylan?
at the end of the movie.
Fuck
Yeah.
no. Hell no.
Just for like the last 3 minutes of the movie and shit. Don't even need him for much, bro.
Oh no, no. See, I'm thinking the entire franchise, KTL.
Oh no,
I do
no,
not
no.
want that nigga to be Dylan.
Yeah. Oh man, the first movie would have been so ass.
Sinbad
He could have been
playing
like
Dylan.
he could have been he could have been common character in the first
We should
movie,
make
but
that
that's about
a
it. Like,
reoccurring thing, man. Replace one character with Sinbad.
Why? Because he black,
oh
KTL? That's
man,
why
that's
he is
ass.
common? That why he plays
Hey
common?
Slim,
Because he black?
that is a pretty good reason, but like also just because he's so unimportant.
Uh,
Like
how important was common in the first one? I don't remember.
not a whole lot, bro. Like he was like supposed to be
He was like the head henchman, right? Hey, Art,
Yo.
you gotta feel the space pause when KTL go in his robot mode, man.
come on, bro.
Oh shit. That's a
That's crazy.
Yeah, I paused it. So,
But yeah,
right there,
so they go
they
to
go to
and do
jail.
that shit and get kidnapped. Yep. And
Not kidnapped, nigga. They got
and
arrested.
I mean, it's
same thing.
same shit because it was corrupt police
Same
officers
thing.
and shit. But
Arrested.
You're taking
yeah, so
against your will to
they
somewhere
put
you don't want to be.
together a plan, to get this motherfucker, like get
Wait,
Merritt
what
and
do y'all
Jack
think
and June
about?
out.
What do y'all think about Merritt? When he was being interrogated by Veronica, and that
Thought it
that
was
scene with them
bullshit.
two.
Thought that
I
was
You
thought it
ain't
was
fuck with
bullshit.
the
I thought
scene.
it was
I
stupid.
thought it was cool.
Because the problem was, bro, like it just once again made me feel like the big bad of this movie is just in out of her depth, bro. I thought that it was going to be some form of trickery where like, oh, like he predicts some shit, and then she's like, yeah, no, I saw this shit coming. Yeah, that's nothing accurate about that at all. But no, she was just shook because he kept like saying
He was
shit that
right.
was right about that bitch, and I was like,
But
well, this doesn't like.
that is a natural response though, KTL, if that
No, I feel
happened.
you. Like that shit would like that type. But I'm like, bro, we on the third movie in this franchise. I'm like, why is this villain so like incapable? Like, what I'm saying? Like, she's just not good at anything. I feel
I
like,
don't agree because when she captured them niggas towards the end, that was like
but
great.
that hadn't happened yet.
You mean up to this point you felt that way?
I mean, like I even like that last at the end. Yeah, that was like some good shit. But even then, wasn't that crazy? Wait till we get to it.
They figured out how to get out of it, but I think it was. I mean, obviously,
It
Like,
was
of course, you ain't just gonna
surprising.
let these niggas walk away. But
Hmm.
I don't know.
But
I
yeah.
guess maybe
So
the
with
weight
that
happened.
being said, I think that like what happened, like I think that shit was all right. But what happened afterwards, I think, was like really fucking cold. You know what I'm saying? That the return of Big Bad Lula in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? She ended up breaking them out of jail with all kind of crazy shit she had planned. She spilling liquor on the floor and shit so she can make a fire later. She like broke her fucking arm, fake ass arm and shit.
Didn't
Like
she do that?
Jack
No, she did the hand shit in the second
Jack
Yeah,
movie.
was smitten on with that hoe, bro. Like Jack was.
They got together like in the last movie.
Yeah, but I'm
yeah.
saying like that bitch didn't give much of a fuck about Jack until later on. Like she ain't give a shit about what he was talking about. That
Yeah, I
boy was
think he did
smitten.
something, didn't he? They said he did something.
I don't
They
know,
broke
some
up or some
shit.
shit because of something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah,
I forgot what he said.
yeah, but I think like low key it was because like she was apologizing and shit. She was like, "No, I don't think your business card looks stupid," and whatever the case may be. Like
Yeah,
it
she
might
was
have been just
saying
some
she wasn't
shit.
like supportive and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what it was.
He said Sinbad could play a serious, outrageous character. I met him in a casino one time. He dropped $100 bill on the roulette table and just walked away. Just so, who took the $100 bill?
But they took the son of
Was
the
it the cashier, the nigga that cash out the
He
chips and shit?
did, bro. He took that hoe.
Alphabet.
Mm-hmm. He was like, "Fuck it. If
I used to work
somebody else want it,
I used
I'll
to
take
work a
that."
roulette table at a casino. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but nobody said nothing.
You was a dealer?
Yeah,
That's that shit Jonah used to do.
What the hell? I
I
didn't.
ain't
I
know.
like. I never
All you
knew
gotta
this
do is
about
take. All you
art.
gotta do is take a like they go take you a little
Where did
training
it
course
all
on
go
the computer.
wrong, Art?
Yeah, but I never knew this about you. That's crazy.
Where did it all
Yeah.
go wrong for you, Art?
What other games did
How
you
did you end up here doing podcasts?
I only did it for like a month, bro, because I ain't like that shit. She was ass.
did you do any other games?
No,
Any other
just roulette.
tables?
No, just roulette.
That sounded
Uh,
easy as
all this
fuck,
nigga did
Art.
was drop the
That sounds like an
ball, bro.
easy fucking
Pause.
Yeah,
thing.
that's all. I didn't know what I was
I'm
That's
doing,
about
but
to
I was
say
just
fire.
that
doing.
All he
sounds
did was
I was
easy
just
as
drop the
fuck.
ball. That's a double.
Yeah, that sounds easy as
yeah.
fuck.
He said
It
he
was.
But
put on he put it on black and
yeah. So
eventually it just lost. Okay,
uh,
whatever.
but yeah. So they end up doing all of that shit right there. They end up breaking them out, and now they're back trying to put together like a big fucking spectacle and trick and whatnot to draw out this bitch, I guess, because Merritt doesn't make it out of there, which was that's what I was talking about, Slim. This motherfucking try hard ass security guy and shit, bro. You let everybody else go, bro. Meanwhile, like you
I'm
just out
gonna
here
beat
like
your
trying to
ass.
fight to the last breath and shit, bro.
Yeah,
Over fucking Merritt
that's
McKinney, bro.
that's
That's
what
your
security.
victory.
That's what
That's
security's
your
supposed to
win,
do.
bro.
I don't know why you
Go
mad
get the
about that.
other ones. Go get all of them,
They
bro.
gone.
Don't let
I'm on
them just
your
run
ass.
away.
You ain't going
Now they
nowhere.
gone. Now they
They
gone,
gone.
bro.
I'm on your ass.
Yeah, I'm
And
about
they
to say,
left
bro.
that
Like,
nigga.
and that, I'm about to say
they
that
le-
shit. Like, that's crazy. Like, Merritt even won the fight against his bitch ass, but like, it happened to be two, three other motherfuckers.
nigga laid on the ground, bro. Tired and shit.
Yeah, he's stupid for that, but whatever.
Hey, look, they specifically told Merritt, they was like, hey, go get June. Nigga was like, don't leave without her. Make sure you don't leave without her.
And then they
He went
left
and
without
got
him.
June. They left without him.
Yeah, bro. They hold him, bro. Like he even
To
won
be
the
fair,
fight
it's
that
probably
he
nothing they
was
could
in.
do, KTF.
He
They was
won the
outnumbered.
scrap in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like buddy, like them bitches just pulled up with guns and shit, bro. Salute
Yeah,
to them
yeah.
though. But yeah, now they trying to get Merritt back and they trying to set up this big elaborate joint. You know what I'm
He
saying?
trying to
So
trade.
it's like, yep. So Bosco and I believe it was Bosco and Charlie or some, I don't know. They went and like found their way up to this experimental, race car and shit, and find their way inside of that bitch and take folks on a high speed chase and shit. At the same time, the rest of the horsemen they get seen and they end up making a trade to get Merritt back, but it's all a fucking ruse and they get dropped through a hole in the flow. into a box that fills up with a bunch of sand and shit. And it looks like that bitch got the upper hand on. I'll tell you, Slim, that was a creative, like it was a subversion.
Sure.
I think that it's one of those things where like it's unrealistic because like why would they ever think, what y'all do, bro, what y'all do for a living? Oh,
Hey,
y'all
you
fall
Fucking
for
up
some
again.
shit like
hey,
Fucking
that.
up
you
again.
fucking up. Hey yo.
Yeah, but no, I like that scene. I was wondering, like wondering how people gonna get out of situations like that.
Hey, he say
I
this
just feel like it's
this
dumb.
sounds like the last Fast Furious movie.
Yeah, that's kind of relative to what I was going to talk about later too, because we had the same conversation last episode.
Yeah, but what you were saying about this one, KTL?
Just feel like if you like the horsemen do what they do, bro. Like they scam people and have all these shits where they a step ahead and whatnot. Like I feel like that specifically is ass that like they would find themselves in this situation because how the fuck don't you expect there to be a trap door or some shit, bro? What
It
did you
doesn't
think?
matter
You
what you
thought it was all gonna
expect.
be good?
Let
Like
me tell you, it doesn't matter what you expect because you don't have the upper hand. I got the upper hand
how?
because you got my diamond. I got your friend. You want him back? I can kill this nigga. So you have to do what I say. Like if you want this nigga back,
Yeah, but I'm saying, bro, like I can go get him back, keep the diamond, and not fall in your trap. That's definitely a
how?
thing I can do.
How
Like
you gonna do
I,
that?
because like I am one of the most
He's in
leading
my
con men
possession.
in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I have plans on top of plans. I think shit out, bro.
What is your plan to get this nigga out of my possession?
Shit, I don't know, bro.
And you got
Shoot
to
your
realize,
guard in the
KTL,
face or something. I
everything
don't
is on
know.
a time.
I'm not
Everything
them,
on a
Slim.
time schedule.
Yeah, I'm not them. So, but I think they should have been able to find a way.
Yeah, now they couldn't. Ain't nothing you can do. You don't have the upper hand. Bring my diamond back, fucking niggas.
I feel like just right, like speaking of the glass with the sand and shit. They always reference. Do they always reference like real magicians? I keep saying
Yes.
musicians. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I forgot there was a lady that they mentioned in that particular scene. I know they mentioned like Houdini and shit like that. So I
Yeah.
want to know how many musicians they
Hey,
did
bro,
actually.
that
They,
shit I'll
they
say
said the
right there
Pepper's Ghost
too.
shit.
Like we
Yeah,
haven't fucking like had too much of an issue with this in these movies, but I'll tell you that was some fucking plot armor right there, boy. What you
What?
mean that like right above this box where this sand is falling, there's a fucking water pipe that you can just like pull down, bro? What
And they
but I
the
mean,
can just
fuck?
jump up there and you gonna give me your
What?
belt and I'm gonna throw
Hey,
it up there.
say
but,
Slim, and then yeah, I'm about to say, and
the
then he
person
pull,
the
and
person
then
that
and then that
actually
shit.
made that probably didn't think that would like think that through. That's easy to look over
No,
if you
bro,
don't really.
there's no way that that shit is that fortuitous for you,
I
bro.
don't think I
Like,
don't
get
think
the
she was
fuck.
thinking, yeah, they're gonna wet the water's gonna make the sand heavy, the sand's I don't think she's thinking that through.
No, he's saying it's convenient for them to have that right there
Yeah,
when
because they're
they
like,
have
oh,
no
we
other
gotta
way
wet the
out.
sand and it'll break
Well,
that
man,
shit. Oh, so there
they
just happened to
they
be
had
water, bro. Like, get the fuck.
I actually like that because I
It
was wondering
could, I
like,
mean, it could, KT, it's not out of the realm of possibility
Yeah,
of
but
happening.
Slim,
but,
it's
but
one of those
then
things
they
that
use
it definitely can be possible. But how
then they use
likely?
the gun. Hold on, then they use the diamond to cut the glass, right?
Yeah, the
They
ring.
couldn't do
That's
that.
what I was
They
about to
couldn't do
say,
that
bro. And
before.
then the bitch able to use her little diamond ring, bro. Like,
They couldn't do
get
that
the fuck.
before. Like they could before all that happened. Like why wouldn't they?
They didn't
Couldn't
think about
See
it.
what I'm saying?
they
Yeah,
thought
they
they thought of
They
the
didn't
most
think about it.
intricate shit
keep
first,
it a
and
buck,
then thought about,
Slim.
oh,
They
we can
they
cut the
might have
diamond.
been that shit might have been just supposed to happen to him, bro. Like that shit might have just been that was the end of the Horsemen, bro. And they
Hey,
got
and you know what
saved
else
by
too?
some bullshit.
If it wasn't all five of them, they might not have got out because you know how they had to like kick it. They all had to kick that shit. So if all five, if it was only four of them, they might not have been like had enough strength to kick that shit out.
Hmm. But
He said
yeah,
Sinbad would have done it better.
I
No,
don't know,
no, he
bro.
wouldn't have. I ain't gonna
Well,
lie, he
I
wouldn't
mean, he
have.
was a genie, bro.
What this
I
mean?
don't. I can't say that.
He was talking about the
What
merit
mean?
shit, but I don't know what this means. He said, if I don't want him back, then you don't
It
have
means
shit
that
but a mouth to feed. Huh?
yeah, you ain't got the upper hand of shit. Like fuck, you mean? If I
What?
don't want Buddy
Well,
back, then
y'all
I'm gonna
hold
just keep
on.
your fucking
But y'all
diamond and
creating
shit
y'all
without a
creating
luck.
circumstances that don't exist because the nigga Daniel
So
was
I
ready to
okay,
get
so
that bitch back without any thought.
I think that that's the importance of that first word in that comment. If you put it back up there, the word "if" there existing means
I
that it is
guess.
a hypothetical.
I
You
guess.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
Too bad they do
and
want him
I
back, Alphabet. Hey, why
yeah,
this nigga
well, I
talking like
mean,
Roots?
I don't
That's
know.
that shit
Maybe it
Roots
is
used to say.
roots.
the power of friendship.
Yeah, that's the shit Roots used to talk about.
He's
The power of love and the
listen,
power of
oh,
friendship.
hey man, that's
Because,
what
you
gets
know,
you
bro.
out these boxes that fill up with sand, bro.
That shit is true. I seen it in Shazam. That shit is ass. The power of love and family and shit. Like,
You hated that shit. I ain't mind.
Shazam, the movie with Sinbad? No, that's Shazam.
no, no, the white nigga.
That's what I used to say.
Oh, Shazam, the
No, it's the
superhero.
movie with Shaq.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's the other.
Hey,
Nah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, no,
Kazam.
I was joking, bro, because they say Sinbad was in that movie, but no, it was that don't exist.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah.
Mandela effect. They
yeah.
remember
So
me a whole
they go
different way.
through, and then they
Oh,
have like then they have the like she goes trying to get her shit back, takes a gun from the officer, the security guard, whatever you want to call it, goes down there to the basement to meet the motherfucker that's been blackmailing her, and it's been Charlie the whole time. You know what
Hold
I'm
on, KTL.
saying?
Let's pause for a second just to say, what's up, River?
what up,
River
River?
in the building.
Hello,
Uh,
pal.
one of our very good supporters. So we appreciate River. We appreciate
But
everybody.
yeah, so she goes through, and Charlie like reveals that that bitch Veronica had like cut the brake lines for the maid of the house, and like her and her son was in a car that like I guess went off a bridge and they drowned and shit, but they didn't because it's Charlie, and like Charlie is her half brother because her daddy was fucking the maid and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like he has the right to all they shit, except for she shoots him, and like goes to leave and whatnot, and finds
I
out
knew
that it's
KTL
not real. It's
when
blanks. There's blanks
when
in the
she
gun, Slim.
but when she shot for like half a second, I thought, oh shit. Then I thought about it because they hinted at it earlier. Him and Bosco was looking at the little shit and they was talking about, oh, the bullet catch. And so like when
I,
it happened, I was like, yeah,
I
it's a
think
bullet
that was
catch.
clean as fuck. The whole bullet catch shit. I think that was clean that they like alluded to that. But I'm gonna be honest, Slim. I just knew it because that bitch walked by. What you mean you don't see the fucking security guard like doing nothing because like she's taking the gun? You ain't see his face or nothing. No, I knew this was finna be some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So like they present her on a grand scale to the fucking world and shit, and expose that like she and her daddy been selling guns to Nazis and whatever the fuck else, and using their diamonds to like launder money and shit. He reveals who he truly is, which was a great fucking twist within this movie and shit. And honestly, at this point, Daniel Atlas and the Horsemen stand secondary to the new group of magicians.
Yeah,
And I think
I
that
didn't know what it was gonna be, but I kind of like knew something was going when they first introduced him. He's like, yeah, I don't know much about you, and then I was like, okay, so something about him is gonna be special in this to this movie.
I
So
just think that that shit was like a fantastic, character reveal and whatnot.
and he had like
Um,
he had I forget the girl name, the one that was gone in the last movie. He had like a conversation with
oh,
her.
Lula.
Henley. Henley.
Yeah, yeah, he
Oh,
had a
Henley.
conversation
Yeah.
with her that was kind of fire.
Yeah, she was telling them about like stepping into the spotlight and shit. And so that definitely adds to the plot twist. Cause the whole time she talking about you in the background. Like I used to be like scared to be in the spotlight. You need to step into the spotlight. Whole time he orchestrated all this shit.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey, he
and
said Zootopia 2 had a
you
better
have
character reveal. I've never seen Zootopia, but I just seen yesterday or the other day that Zootopia 2 was like breaking records in China and
Yeah,
shit.
everybody loves Utopia. I think it's a little bit overrated. It's alright.
because they put CM Punk and Roman Reigns in that whole Slim.
We
Zebros.
probably should have reviewed it, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You go, yeah.
Art probably
But,
knows something about this.
We
He
I
can't
be
hear
was
you,
reading
listening to
KTF.
Encanto and shit.
You sound like you understand.
You heard me. You
yeah.
know,
I
you know
didn't.
what I was saying.
You said something about Encanto,
Yeah,
and I
you
Content
guess
know.
better
Art.
than Utopia though.
Yeah. So you know, Art gonna have us watch that, huh?
Nah, and Content better than Utopia.
Encanto ain't breaking
Insane,
records in China.
I don't give a damn. Yeah,
insane
that's
and
what
shit,
Chinese people
bro.
watch.
All right, so that happened. We get the Charlie reveal, and then we also see that it's a show going on the whole time, right? They
Hmm.
pull back the curtains and everything, like, and he got a live audience watching Veronica and her crimes and shit, exposing her like he said he would. The nigga came out. The nigga was like, "I'm the proof," or some shit. He told her. She
Hmm.
was like, "Well, "What the proof at?" That nigga said, "I'm the proof."
That bitch was
Solo.
pissed, boy.
I don't know what that mean, man.
That's wrestling shit.
Zootopia 2 is gonna be such a cute movie. I think it's out right now, right? I
Maybe.
don't know if it's out
Yeah, I
right
believe
now.
so. Maybe. I don't know. I think it did. I thought it came out like last week.
Yeah,
I
I think
don't
it
know.
is.
But yeah, so they do that shit, you know, get Veronica shipped off, and then you get the end of the movie that sees all of them back at the loft where, you know, all that shit started. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker, like,
You ain't talk about
you,
him giving the money back again, KTL. They love doing that.
oh yeah, they because they're not greedy, bro. They're like Robin Hood and shit.
Hey, look, she said, "Have y'all?" I don't know if he. Sorry. They said, "Have y'all done Coraline?" What's funny about this is when I had that pick of the illusionist, I almost picked
Yeah, you was
Coraline.
gonna pick Coraline. I remember you said that.
Yeah, I was close, very close to picking Coraline. And I'd never seen Coraline.
Get the people
I
what they
saw a
want, man.
clip of it. You said
Or
what?
so you get the people what they want.
Get the people what they
It'll
want.
be
Yeah, that's a good.
It'll be Slim turn again soon, man.
I don't know if I'm gonna pick Coraline though, because we watching Encanto this Friday. Make sure y'all pull up.
Yeah,
We
it
got an
might
Yeah,
fuck
animated
up
movie,
the whole
Pixar movie.
Christmas movie thing we had going on, but it's all right.
And he's celebrating
He's a
Spanish heritage.
he's a piece of shit.
So let me ask y'all, how do y'all feel about having like each of the original, well, not each of the original characters, but you had all five of the horsemen in it this time.
I
I
I
think
know
mean,
the
I
that's
don't.
second
good,
movie,
and that's what they should have done.
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
because
think.
the
Yeah, I
second
don't think.
movie I was upset that they replaced Henley with Lula. And I mean, not that I think Lula was a bad character, but I just preferred.
I told you I
I have
like
a thing
I like
about
Luda a little
continuity.
bit
They
better than
definitely
Hilly. I
gave
mean,
Henley more to do in this movie and talk about, like, and shit. You know, so that's good.
no, Slim, this is. I told you this shit is becoming like Fast and the Furious. They add in characters, and then the characters are staying.
Hey, Art, he said, "Don't nobody want to watch no animated family movie. I'm a grown
Hey,
man."
listen, brother. Listen, brother. You're a movie critic, bro. You're a movie critic. You gotta watch what's presented to you, man.
He's not a movie critic.
God
Oh,
bless
that's
him.
oh, that's
Yeah,
lights out.
he is. I'm like,
My bad. I thought he was alphabet.
yeah, no, that's.
Hey, what this mean, KTL? I
It's
feel like you
Hey,
porn,
might know what
yo,
bro.
this
hey,
mean.
yo.
It's porn, bro.
Yeah, I knew I picked the right person. I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
porn, bro.
This nigga's crazy. Why he say that?
Because
Why you wanna why you wanna
he
hear a
want to see
review
us
of porn?
react to a flick, bro.
And we gotta say corn, don't we? Why you wanna hear a review
Hey,
of that?
he picked the whole production. He wanted us to just.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's not even a movie, bro. That's a company. Like that's like A24, Slim. If somebody said pick
So
A24,
he want a marathon.
like yeah, buddy said, "Hey, greatest hits, get after it."
well, well, don't watch it then. It doesn't matter. Talk to him.
But yeah, so yeah, they end this movie. They tie off some, you know, plot things with people. You know what I'm saying? Jack and Lula get back together. Merritt no longer is depressed and wants to kill himself no more. Atlas has learned to accept the newer horsemen and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? The girls, like, they're all talking about doing their own shit because, like, female magicians are barely ever done. You know, but then they had a box delivered and whatnot, and it's a message
KT,
from
I
Lula.
waited the whole like I waited the whole 45 minutes for this to happen because I was waiting on this to happen. I was like, bro, It's got to happen. And then as it started getting closer to the end, I'm like, bro, this shit not gonna happen. But then when that,
Man,
like you said, that box showed up, I knew it was gonna happen. I waited for
you was
this.
waiting. You wanted to see
I
Dylan
waited.
in this movie,
He
bro?
had to be in this movie. I would have been pissed if he wasn't. And he
I
still wasn't
guess.
even in.
Yeah, they gave him
Nah,
a
yeah, you right. He
fucking
was a
Star Wars
hologram. He
Han
was like
Solo effect.
Yeah,
Tupac.
he had 30 seconds in the movie,
Yeah,
bro.
He was
they got a Han
Tupac,
Solo.
bro.
I mean, they did that shit to made him do this shit at his house.
Yeah, that nigga recorded that on his phone, bro.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he got
They did it to
paid and
the
shit,
Han
and just
Solo
like
effect. That's
sent
what they
it
did with
in,
Star
bro.
Wars.
That shit funny as a bitch. But yeah,
But
he basically is telling them that like, hey, new guys, welcome to the eye. Old horseman, yo, shit ain't done yet. You know what I'm saying? And then it sets up for part
potential
4. So
setup
yeah,
for another
you
one.
were right, Art man. We were trying to tell Slim about this shit.
I mean, I also said that it could go 4. I said it ain't going past 5.
Oh,
I
come
don't know,
on,
bro.
bro.
I think so.
It's
It's
all right.
it's not because let me tell you something.
We'll see in about
Let me
15 years,
let me
bro.
tell y'all something, bro. I actually enjoyed this more than I thought I would, more than I expected to. I definitely enjoyed it more than the second one. But I haven't compared. This shit might have the lowest rating out of the 3. Like worldwide, it don't seem like people really fucked with this one.
I actually like this is my favorite one out of all of them.
I think this is my
Well,
second favorite. I like the first one better.
sounds like it's time for final thoughts and ratings, boys.
Yeah, let me go check real quick.
I'll go
Go
first
ahead.
then while he go
Yeah,
right.
you can go first, bro.
All right, man. Yeah, man. This is like I wasn't really a fan of this. I wasn't a crazy fan of this franchise. It was a kind of a chore to watch. It was come on, just wasn't a fan of these heist movies. Not a fan of these fake ass magic tricks. But this one is probably definitely the best one to me. I guess because of the fresh characters, the kind of a fresh plot. I ain't got too much else to say. I'm actually looking forward to if they like expand this to more movies and shit. I'm gonna give it an 8.9.
Yeah, so I'm looking, and I'm referencing specifically IMDb. This one definitely has the lowest rating out of the 3, but I think it's my second favorite.
Expendables with magic is kind of fire. I like that.
I don't agree, however, because I seen when he said this earlier. That's what I was thinking of when June was doing all that jumping and swinging on the bars and shit. I was thinking of that little Asian pause. The little Asian dude was doing all that parkour shit too.
Hey,
KTL.
hear me out though. It kind of is though. Like because Expendables is pretty much like all the
Jet
action
Li?
stars coming, all the all the action stars coming together. Imagine if
That's
they get
not what.
fucking
That's not
like
what this is.
no. I'm about to say, what if they do? But what if they expand it like that? Though, bring fucking. They ain't gonna have the budget for this shit.
They
I
But I
already
mean,
told
got
you they
Daniel
not. I told you
Radcliffe in that
they
bring
hoe.
they
fucking,
not gonna have
bring
them big
fucking,
ass names
bring
in this
fucking
shit,
They
Edward
bro.
already
Norton.
put
Bring
Daniel
Edward Norton
Radcliffe
in.
in
They
this
had
hoe,
Harry
bro.
Potter in there already. They had Harry Potter. He a magic nigga. Bring Edward Norton for a cameo. Bring fucking the Prestige
Who else?
niggas. Christian Bale. This nigga go fire, bro.
Well, how the fuck are they gonna get all them in this
I don't
franchise?
know. I
Pay
don't know. I'm
them.
just, hey, listen,
You
listen.
pay
Anything's
them.
possible, man.
They
Anything's
didn't
possible.
even. This is the first one. It's not, obviously it's only 3. This is the first one they didn't have Michael Caine in it because he
Correct.
retired. He
Yeah.
retired before, and then the nigga unretired
Man,
from
almost
one
100,
movie.
ain't
Yeah, Wesley Snipes in number 4.
he?
Okay,
He's not a magic nigga.
all right. Um,
You want to see
but
some
yeah,
magic, motherfucker?
yeah. Or if this shit like start flopping and not making money, I don't know. This shit definitely got
Same.
the lowest rating of the 3.
It don't matter,
Looking
bro. Critics aren't real people. Let's talk about what the fans think.
I'm talking about the fans.
No, you talking about people who go make reviews online. We're talking about people who go pay money at the fucking theater.
I'm pretty sure them the people.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. But yeah, so all right, so this movie, I'm gonna be honest, like I say, it's been a few weeks since I went and saw this bitch because people are ass. But I think that this was an enjoyable movie, man. I think they could have done with a better villain. I never really bought into her being fully in control, but I think everybody turned in a good performance otherwise. Even for as brief as they were, a la Thaddeus Bradley. You know what I'm saying? They had like a bunch of really cool tricks they did. Like I say, that shit, they were doing in that little French manor. That shit was super fucking clean. You know what I'm saying? They had like a lot of interesting character development, especially the big reveal with Charlie at the end. I think that was really clean as fuck. I do feel like his final trick and exposure and whatnot was just kind of a rehash. So, that might have been something I could complain a little bit about. But overall, I think that it's a very enjoyable third movie. I think it lends itself well to whatever they're going to lead into with the fourth one. And I would definitely recommend people to watch this even if they felt underwhelmed by the second one, because I think that I'm probably going to give this a 9 out of 10.
What did Art give it?
8.9.
8.9.
8 point who?
9.
Nine and 8.9. I um I would agree with what KTL said about you didn't enjoy the second one, still watch the third one. Um, I was a big fan of the first one. I didn't really like the second one as much. I like this one a lot better than the second one. Uh, yeah, like it was very entertaining. I liked it better than I expected to. I liked the new generation that they brought in better than I expected because I saw the trailer and they weren't really like captivating me from the trailer. They kind of just seemed like, they just there. But like I think watching their roles like expand throughout the course of the movie and just seeing like the shit that they were doing, that's the shit that they were doing was just as clean as the shit that the Horsemen were doing in like the first movie, in my opinion. Uh Second movie too. So I think bringing them all together, like having this old generation, having this new generation, like KTL said, they did a moment where they kind of did old versus new, where they was all doing different tricks and shit, showing off they different skills and expertise when it comes to magic. That shit was pretty cool. Um, so I enjoyed the cast. I didn't have as much of a problem with the villain. She was cool to me. I just don't think they really did much with her. Like they probably could have done more with her character, and they just like had her kind of on the chase the entire movie, and then she gets the upper hand for a moment, and then she loses it, and that's it. So I feel like they probably could have did a little more with that. Um, but I mean, I ain't really complaining. Like it was a fun watch. I ain't gonna lie. I get this movie personally. I got trivia, right? I should give that before I get a rating. Let's see. Do I got trivia? KTL stall. All right, I'm ready. I'm back. Uh,
Dick fucker.
you said what?
I was about to start rapping Cassidy lyrics, bro. You lucky.
I'm glad I'm back. Hey, so the scene with you was talking about KTL where they all did the different shit and was showing off their different talents. Um, they did that um all in one take, essentially, and then they had to cut it because Woody Harrelson was doing some improvising and he fucked up a line, and so they had to like run that shit all the way back and do that shit again to get it right. I don't know. I think I probably would be pissed, low key. Like if we doing this shit like perfect, everything is in sync, choreographed and shit, and then a nigga just say some bullshit and fuck it up. Like I'd probably be pissed. I ain't gonna lie. We talked about. I mean, I talked about how they brought up the Pepper's Ghost shit, which was the effect with the projectors, same one that they pulled in the illusionist. Uh, this kind of seemed like a more modernized version of it though, because I think they actually use actual projectors, and I think it looked a lot cleaner with what they did with it here than in the illusionist. They just brought back the dead, and they had the dead like walking around and talking and shit. Here, they had them like kind of like a little bit extra because they had them like almost like go into the nigga paw. That sounds crazy. He says stall. Yeah, you would have to see it visually to get what I'm saying about that particular part because I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. The visual effects and everything was fire. And I watched it on a bootleg that wasn't like official, so it was like almost like camera quality, but the quality wasn't that bad.
I'm about to say I watched the same bootleg. That shit was cool.
Yeah, the quality was way better than I expected
The,
it to be.
the wicked bootleg I had was terrible, but I still fought with the movie.
So yeah, okay. So even though I watched that raggedy ass bootleg, like the shit still looked good. So I know it looked good officially. So that's fire. I give this movie a 8.2. Not as good as the first one to me, but better than the second one. So with that being said, the final score for Now You See Me, Now You Don't is a
What was your score?
8.7. I gave it 8.2.
Dang.
It's 8.7 overall.
Fire.
Good crash course, fellas.
Yeah, man, we completed the crash course. First time in a long time. We might be coming back with
Last one was
the
Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
maybe. We might be coming back with
Avatar.
Avatar. Avatar is 3 movies as well. The new one coming out in maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I probably
Game of Thrones is also
probably
about to happen tonight. That's
we
getting
got
ready.
Game of Thrones happening in about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes or so.
and more
Um,
importantly than anything, man, we're watching Encanto on Friday. So
we watch it Encanto Friday. Make sure y'all pull up. And
Y'all
then
comment that Art should have picked a Christmas movie.
we're doing the Diddy documentary too, right? The 50 Cent
oh yeah,
Yeah, we're
Netflix.
supposed to. We just gotta
I'm
pick a
ready to do that
day.
whenever y'all are, man. I already started the first episode.
Yeah, we done with this. So I know Roots. I don't know what Roots is gonna do specifically. I don't know if he's doing the Diddy documentary, but with
I
Avatar, he
know
said
John watched it too.
Mondays
I don't
and
know if he's doing it though.
Thursdays. You said what?
I said John watched it too. I don't know if he's going to do it though, but
He
Monday
probably
and
will.
Thursday for Roots. So maybe we'll do some shit on one of those days, maybe.
bet.
But yeah, man, this has been Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Real Rap Coalition podcast. We'll be right back with Game of Thrones, man. We'll get y'all a drink, you know what I'm saying? We'll get you a snack and come right back, man, because we're gonna talk about some Game of Thrones. We out of here.